What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of I Am Real Estate. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about FHA loans versus conventional loans and the 5 major differences in these loans that can really determine on which loan you may prefer to go to and which loan may work best for you and your family. Alrighty, guys, so I really want to simplify this for you guys. I don't want to make it super complicated. I think the easiest way for me to do it is just put on a T-chart, put on the whiteboard, and we'll jump right into it. Move this over here real quick. So, let's just jump right into it, guys. First thing, the number one thing people always ask, credit. What do I need for a credit score? FHA is a federally backed loan. It was created to help people with lower income housing. Not lower income housing, I shouldn't say, but lower incomes, lower credit scores, things like that. And so FHA is known for helping people with less credit scores. So lower credit scores, okay? Lower credit score, all right? And then conventional is going to be on the flip side of that. They usually want to see a higher credit score. Higher credit. Okay? So what do I mean when I say lower or higher credit? Just to kind of give you a number. I'm not going to write it on the board because it's going to depend on your state. It's going to depend on your lender. I would definitely recommend going and speaking to an agent, going and speaking to a lender, even an attorney, somebody that's kind of familiar with the business. But FHA, usually they like to see a 620. Again, I'm not going to write a 620 on the board. I've seen lenders work with people at a 580, 590, and kind of help those people out in different ways to get them to close. Conventional, they like to see 670s or above. Not gonna I'm not gonna give you guys I'm not gonna write on the board because it just kind of depends on your state. It depends on your lender and things like that. All right, so lower credit scores, higher credit scores. That's the first one. Second one we're going to talk about is your down payment, okay? Down payment. FHA is known for this. Down payment is always been, might always be, probably will never change, 3.5%, okay? FHA will always keep that 3.5%, all right? Conventional, it varies. Conventional, like I said, they do like to see a higher credit score, but because you do have the higher credit score, they give you a lot of options. Conventional, it's really wide open, and so they're going to give you different options from, I'm going to put a couple of them down, but let's say there's 3% options out there, guys, 5% options, there's 10% options, 15% options, 20% options. I mean, there might even be a couple in there. These are usually the main ones that you hear about. And so, like I said, guys, it's just that simple. Conventional is wide open. They're really going to look at how much money you have in the bank. They're going to look at how much you can afford monthly and kind of try to help land you in a position where you can figure out how much you're going to put down and what your loan is going to require you to put down. And again, just so anybody out there is kind of wondering, this 3.5% or any of these percentages over here, this is based on your purchase price. So if your purchase price is $200,000, then it's going to be 3%, 3.5, 10% of that $200,000, all right? So next one, that's number 2, is going to be your down payment. The next one is going to be your rate. And so I'm just going to put that right here. So FHA usually gives you guys a pretty solid rate. Rates vary, as a lot of us know. There's no way that I can sit here and tell you, oh, this is what your rate's always going to be, because they're always going to change. Depends on the economy, depends on what's going on up top in the government and all that fun stuff. So FHA is usually going to give you guys a pretty standard rate. They usually don't try to be super hard on people with rates because of the fact that, again, this is for people who have the lower credit scores, might have a little bit of a lower income, and they're just trying to really help you push and trying to get you to succeed. So rate is, I don't want to say low, I don't want to say high. We're gonna say FHA, you're usually gonna get that standard rate. So that's what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use the word standard. Ooh, I can't even spell it. So you're gonna get that standard rate. All right. So when you go over to the conventional side, guys, your rate is gonna vary much more than it's gonna vary over here on FHA. Now, you guys can see FHA has a lower credit score. They have the down payment at 3.5%, never change. Rate is gonna be a pretty standard rate. I've already said that conventional loans are so wide open, and the rates are too, guys. So when you guys are looking at a conventional loan, yes, you need a higher credit score. There's different options as far as money that you're going to put down. But when it comes to your rate is going to match up with that credit score. And your rate is going to match up with how much money you put down, okay? The higher the credit score, the very likely you're going to get a lower rate. the more money you put down, the very likely you're going to get a lower rate, all right? So I'm going to put lower rate, okay? This is something that's just hard to put in 2-3 words, guys. But let's say you have a 750 credit score. You have 750 credit score. You have a load of money in the bank. So you're like, all right, I got a 750. I got 20% down to put on this house. What's your credit score? That person is, whoever that person is, person A, let's call him person A, who had that 750 and that putting that 20% down, they're gonna get a better rate in the long run than somebody who had a 700 and they're putting 10% down. It's just the way it works, guys. The more money you have to put down, the higher credit score you have, it's going to be a lot easier for you to get that lower rate. Nothing you guys can do about it, okay? So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3. We have 2 more. So the next one is going to be, when you are FHA, guys, you have to be owner occupied. They will not allow you to go through an FHA loan if you are not an owner occupant, okay? I'm going to put owner occupant needed. And I'm going to underline that because they don't play with it. Lenders don't play with it. The government doesn't play. Like, they're saying, no, you have to be an owner-occupant. So, for anybody who doesn't know what owner-occupant means, all it means, guys, is that you live in the property. If my name is Bob Wilson and I'm buying this property with an FHA loan, I have to sign something that says, I have to sign a document at closing that says I intend to live in this property. Now, 6 months down the line, 10 months down the line, 6 years down the line, if that changes and you decide to go buy another house, that's on you. That's conversation for another video. But you have to sign something saying that you do intend to live in this property, all right? When you guys buy with a conventional loan, you do not need to be an owner occupant. So I'm gonna put, I switched over. Let's go with it. Owner occupant not needed, okay? Not needed. So you can go with a conventional loan and you do not need to walk in there and say, hey, I live in this house. You don't have to sign anything that says that you intend to live in there, all right? Conventional loans are very, very common for people who might be investors, for people who are investing on a multifamily property that they intend on keeping. Very, very common. And as far as percentages and stuff like that for investors, again, for another video. But main reason here, main thing you want to notice and main thing you want to know is owner-occupant is needed if you have an FHA loan. Owner-occupant is not needed if you have a conventional loan. Doesn't matter your credit score, doesn't matter your rate, doesn't matter what you plan on doing here and as far as how much money you're going to put down. Needed, not needed. That's 4. All right, guys, last one. We're going to go back over to blue. I kind of like the green. I'll stick with green. Whatever. All right, so last one. When you guys have an FHA loan, you have to have mortgage insurance. There's nothing you can do about it. They're gonna put it right into your monthly bill. So mortgage insurance needed. And you know what I'm also going to add in there? Full life of loan. And I'm going to underline that. Because when you guys buy the property, again, this is a government-backed loan. And so in case that you don't pay your mortgage and in case that in 5 years down the line you lose your job and God forbid that you're about to get foreclosed on, they want some type of insurance that's going to help back up the bank. That's really what it comes down to. Mortgage insurance. It's just like that. It's an insurance for your mortgage in case anything ever happens to you, in case your house is going to get foreclosed on, whatever the case is going to be. They want to make sure that the government is covered. And that's really what it comes down to. So if you guys have an FHA loan, you need mortgage insurance. They're going to tell you that, hey, listen, you have to have mortgage insurance for the entire loan of this life, for the entire life of the loan. Now on conventional, here it is, guys, pay attention. On conventional, you do not need mortgage insurance if you put 20% down. All right. No, I'm going to put MI, guys. No mortgage insurance if you put 20% down, okay? So mortgage insurance, like I did say, it is added into your monthly bill. It's added into your mortgage. When you guys get your statements, you'll see it's going to say mortgage insurance, X amount of money, whatever. So if you buy a house on conventional, okay, with a conventional loan, no mortgage insurance if you put 20% down. So if you put 15, 20, 15, 10, 5, 3% down, you still need mortgage insurance. But if you put 20% down, you do not need mortgage insurance, okay? I would also like to add in there that if you guys buy the house and you only put 10% down, you put 5% down, whatever, a couple years in, again, depends on the state, depends on the lender, depends on the, you know, whatever's going on over there. But down the line, if you have over 20% equity, you could also opt out of that mortgage insurance. All right, depends on the lender. Don't hold me to it. Depends on the state, but you can opt out of that mortgage insurance. Probably save you some money in your mortgage. All right, guys, these are the 5 things that, you know, the 5 major things that compare FHA to conventional loans: lower credit score, higher credit score, down payment differences, rate. Guys, FHA, it's just really hard for me to say it gives you a high rate. It's really hard for me to say it gives you a lower rate. I would say it's normal for you to have the higher rate and the lower rate. If you're going FHA, you're going to see the higher rate. If you're going conventional, you're probably going to see the lower rate, okay? But I mean, it's just all opinionated as far as if it's a high rate or low rate, whatever. So I'm going to say standard. I'll even put in the word higher for you guys. Higher. I'm sorry for my, you know, anybody who's watched the videos, you guys know that my handwriting isn't the best, but whatever. So, higher rate, standard, lower rate. When you guys are FHA, have to be owner occupied. If you guys are conventional, you don't have to be owner occupied. And then mortgage insurance is 100% needed for 100% of the life of the loan. And conventional, you don't need mortgage insurance. If you start by putting 20% down, you could also opt out of it later. You don't need it for the entire life of the loan. Anybody who has any questions about anything I put up here, anybody who has any questions about anything I may not have put up here, if you guys have another question about FHA, conventional, VA, you know, mass housing, whatever, any questions you guys might have about any other loans, please drop them in the comment section. If you guys agree or disagree on anything I put in here, please drop it in the comment section. I appreciate everybody's support who's watching it. Please share this video. I'll see you guys again very soon.